Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, since we've been watching a warning show from 2023, from May of 2023 to be exact, the Observatory show, and we like it so much, we figured that it was worth jumping ahead a month when they were in their first European tour, opening up for Muse on several dates, and they have an after movie for their trip to Lyon, France, where they opened for Muse, also played with Royal Blood. So they played 7 songs that day: Z, More, Choke, Money, Enter Sandman, Disciple, and Evolve, which I believe are all featured in the show we're looking at right now. Some have dropped, some have not. But join us if you haven't been watching those, because they're really excellent in terms of, the fan cam videos that we get. This is one of the better ones for sure. One of the best, maybe, so... But we did want to just check in a month later just to kind of get a context of the band at that point in time. So, Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we look into this?
Just looking forward to seeing an after movie. This is something we don't do all the time, and so...
That's true.
Should be fun.
Okay, let's go ahead and check it out.
Y es que está igual, o sea, son un chorro de asientos azules y le puede poner el tic, 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 tic de yo le dije que lo puede editar feo. O sea, tú ya le agregaste más acá. Está más fancy el tuyo. Yo le dije que lo edite feo, no pasa nada. Sí,
no está producido, nada más cambian los colorcitos.
Sí, poquito nada más. No creo que se tarde mucho, la verdad.
Okay, I guess they were talking about this opening for the after movie. Just a thought. Because they were talking about colors changing and fonts and everything. And then they had actual credits, which is something they never do. And now they have this, which is pretty cool, but actually it looks to me like it's probably electronically placed. But it's still a good effect. That's very cool. All right, let's keep going.
Contexto. Justo nos acababan de parar unos policías en la carretera a checar nuestros pasaportes y Alejandra estaba dormida en su bunk.
Tu pasaporte, y veo al señor acá armado y yo de que ¿qué está pasando? O sea, ¿me voy a morir? Y yo que le puedo hablar a mi mamá. Aparte que nadie me avisó, o sea, nosotros teníamos que ir para allá y no nos dejaron cruzar el pasillo. No, y yo que ahí para ahí me dice ¿qué estás haciendo aquí? Y yo, venimos a trabajar. Somos una banda. Y que somos una banda. Y es de que me imaginé. ¿Cómo se llaman? Y yo, The Warning. Y luego me dice, ¿cómo? Y yo, The Warning. Me dice, Warning. Y yo, y luego me dice que, bueno, eso era todo. Bye. Y yo, guardé mi ID. Y yo, que bueno, mi bongo otra vez. No, esto es terrible. Sí pensé que me iba a morir. Porque literal me despierto y lo primero que veo es una lámpara así en mi cara. Tipo, horrible. Ya me comí.
¿Está bueno? ¿Pero cuánto te gustó?
Okay, wait, I have to comment on what they were just talking about. And first of all, props for the artwork of the bus getting stopped by the police. That was fun.
Sounds like Allie had a rude awakening on the bus.
I would say so. Yeah, that's never fun. I'm surprised they didn't ask for an autograph afterwards. But okay. This is entertaining. This is actually a little more entertaining than I'm used to for an after movie. I mean, they are entertaining, but this is actually kind of organized into a thing. So, all right. Let's keep going.
¿Cuánto costó?
65. ¿Qué?
No, pagó son 50 pesos.
Es que sí, venir acostumbrado de euro.
Se escucha feo, 65.
No, yo también.
Digo, como quieras 50
pero ya
pesos
sabe,
por
bastante, porque es que no sé. Sí. Pero lo que me extraña es que ¿viste la foto? Ya se acostumbró, o sea, ya comimos varias veces aquí. O sea, ¿viste la foto? Era un cono de qué? De waffle, no de estos. A mí me chocan de estos.
¿Qué pediste?
Chilaquilismo, hermano.
Verdes, los mejores, por favor.
¿Qué pediste?
¿Pediste lo mismo que yo o te voy a compartir?
No me comí.
Yo, espérame. Chilaquiles rojos.
¿Qué pediste, Charles?
Una sopa azteca sin pollo para compartir con Lalo.
Importante.
Pedí chilaquiles verdes.
Pedí enchiladas de pollo.
Unos chilaquiles verdes con pollo.
Wow.
¿Tú qué pediste, Iván? ¿Tú qué pediste?
Yo pedí.
La neta está muy bueno.
So I'm starting to recognize people on the crew, just from all of the discussions and interviews and things going on. But that first guy is Solly, who's right next to Danny. You can't quite see him there, but he's Pau's drum tech. Actually, I'm going to look at an interview that he had with Javier Paniagua, who over on the other channel, who's been lucky enough to interview 2 members of the band and also Rudy on a couple of occasions. So, and he also was the one that gave us the tour of Auditorio Nacional, if you remember that one. But yeah, so, and it's funny, yeah, I'm noticing Pau and Lalo seem to be pretty tight even back then, you know, so cool, yeah, people.
Yeah, it sounds like they're having a hot time. Chilaquiles and green salsa.
Yeah, in Prague. So I wonder what that's, well, it could be good. It could be great, you know, so. Yeah, that's right. So they're in Prague. I guess they're traveling. All right. Let's get past lunch here.
¿Sí? Eso.
Están buenos. Uy, no vi ese escalón. Ay, hay más personas.
Marco, let's do it.
Está bien tierno. Ay, qué bonito.
Se está bañando.
Se estaba.
Un viajecito en barquito. Check.
Es un gran estadio.
Bien, ¿tú?
Sí, creo que en general, o sea, si me puedes seguir haciendo tanto para afuera.
Este para
Sí,
sacarlo.
no, o sea, nada más de que así, acá.
Ah, ya, sí, claro.
Gracias. I think it's time to throw this away. El churros later. Sí, dale. The tour is about to end and we haven't waxed
It is.
anybody. And we need to do the waxing.
How effective are wax strips?
Oh, they're effective. And then you
Okay, Rudy. So if you cut your hair, you don't have to wax.
Hey, that's a great deal. Me encanta. That's a me encanta.
I will not take that offer and I'll wax instead.
What? Wow.
One more stripe to the tiger. France! Vive la France!
Honnêtement, arrêtez. Je veux voir. Yo, on est bon Merci. Merci beaucoup. Correct. Es que me están dando miedo decirlo porque los franceses. Los franceses te escucharon y no te dijeron nada. No se rieron ni nada. Ok, no se rieron.
El
Ok.
buffet.
¿Dónde?
¿Te vas a sentar por allá?
Chao, chao.
Bye, bye.
Buena suerte, nos vemos ahí.
Sí, bye, bye.
Bye, Dani.
Ah.
Más.
Me dejaron sola.
Señor, estamos a 50 días de que nos fuimos de casa. Estamos juntos, estamos bastante sanos, con mucho éxito y a punto de tocar por primera vez en Francia en el estadio más grande que hemos tocado en nuestras carreras. Que no se nos olvide darnos toda la humildad, toda la fuerza y toda la energía para romperla otra vez.
Warning on 3. 1, 2, 3. Warning. Let's go.
All right. Well, thoughts, Adrian?
Ice cream costs 65 euros.
Not 65 euros, but 65 pesos.
Oh, I thought it was 50 pesos. And 65
Let's just find out.
currency
Peso,
in Europe, I think.
peso
Maybe it's a different
to euro exchange. Okay, so 65 pesos is about 3 euros. So not too bad.
Oh, okay.
€3 comes out to, $3.50. So
$3.50 for an ice cream cone.
$3.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just fun watching the movie. It's like, okay, first we'll do the bus, then we'll do the movie, then the boat, then dinner, then the show in this huge stadium and all that.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Let's take a look at that stadium for a moment. So apparently, yeah, it's a soccer stadium, 60,000, almost 60,000 seats. Nice gig if you can get it right. So
Yeah.
why would they have been near Prague? Let's just take a look at that. Oh, yeah, so they were actually playing in the Czech Republic just before. That tracks, although they had a few days off. And then they played a couple dates in Spain right afterwards, and then back to Huddersfield, finished off in the UK with 4 dates. That was fun. I liked the production, the extra production there that we don't often see in the after movies. Good, nice work there. Okay, well, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of that? Let us know if you attended the show, either the one in Lyon or the one in the Czech Republic, or really any of those shows, or late May, as well. Give your impressions. If you have other suggestions for us, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.